Hey, what's up, everybody? MichaelTheArch here. Today I am showing off the Poison Assassin or Poison Storm build for Spiritborn that I made. And this is, you can level with it. You can level a different method. If you're going to level something else, I suggest the Quill Volley builds for leveling. But if you want to, this is a viable build for leveling. Around level 40, it will plateau a little bit if you do not have the Menacing Aspect. So you want to have, as soon as you get Scourge, you want to have the Menacing Aspect. So let's just start here and basically say you're level 1. This is your skill tree, and I will leave a link to this. I'll be updating this probably as the seasons go, whatever, but it's Withering Fist, Stinger with Enhanced and Rampant, and over here we've got Enhanced and Sharp. What I want to do is go all the way down as far as I can with just skills to start with 1 point, and then the 2 into these things. So Toxic Skin would be next with Enhanced and Replenishing. Go down, and at this point you're going to put a point into Scourge, and along the way, if you need extra points to get down, start putting 1 into each of these, and you should be able to get on down here. And so when you get down here, put 1 into Scourge, and immediately the next go into Armored Hide. I've explained all of this in the notes, but you go into Armored Hide, and that's going to give you survivability until you get on up to your ultimate. You would go into Enhanced and then Reinforced. That's just, to me, going to be the best way. Now, I believe you can go into Adaptable if you want, but this is going to give you survivability if you go into Reinforced. And then, again, as you need points to get to the next tier, then just put points into the sides or whatever, or into the skills. I would say put 1 into each of the passive nodes. And then go on to Touch of Death, and from there you're going to go into the Devourer, and then into Noxious Resonance. Is that what that is? Resonance, yeah. And then 1 into each of these. At that point, I went 5 into Stinger first, but knowing what I do now, I would go 5 into Scourge and probably Toxic Skin next, or alternate those 2 until you get them. Go back into Stinger and into Touch of Death and alternate those until they're full, and then put everything else into Devourer at that point. And from there, just start going down. Anything that's going to give you more power. Well, first off, go and fill out all of them into Vigorous, and then start anything that's going to give you more damage, basically. And if you feel like you're not strong enough, something that's going to give you Barrier or something like Auspicious or something, that's going to be better. So for me, I would go into the damage specs first, and then into the others. Anything that's just going to heal you or whatever. You can do it opposite if you want, if you're having trouble. It's just that from level 40 to 60 slows down so much, and for that reason, you really want to find Menacing as soon as possible and put it on and keep it on. And at that point, anytime that you find Insatiable, Disobedience, Pestilence, I don't know how to say this one, Alacrity, I've never heard that word, so I don't know what it is. Infestation or Tormentors, anytime you find a piece of gear that's higher than what you got, that's got that on it, throw it on. Even if you double up on it, don't worry about it, throw that on. And if you want to then go back and put something on one of the other pieces that's got a double, that's fine. You want to, as soon as you've outgrown a piece of gear, if it's got something on it that will upgrade one of these aspects, immediately break it down and get that aspect in your codex. So the way I've the way I've got the skills is left click, right click, and then this would be 1, 2, 3, and 4. The way I do it, and I do it the way I have it. I also, if you're playing on console, you can set up your buttons to where the stuff like this would be probably L2, I think is how I have it. And then I can't remember what the others are, but I have L1 and L2 as skills. R1 is dodge, I think, and then R2 is the potion. So I've just, however you want to set it up. Anyway, going down to your spirits, as soon as you open this up to be able to do this, go do this quest, and then you want to put gorilla on and then centipede on, and it just works. Once you get everything going at the end, it just works. So I've got Raider, Menacing, Insatiable, Disobedience. You can put Juggernaut here as well instead if you want. Haste, Pestilence, all Critty, whatever that is, Infestation, Tormentor. And what this one does, by the way, is your skills are going to, your defensive skills actually cool down faster while moving, so it helps. It helps you to keep Scourge up, and if you are using it at the time, it will help. Let me just go back here and show you. It will help you to keep up Armored Hide as well if you have not got to the ultimate yet. I explain all of that in the guide. So you're looking for max life or total armor on on basically both of these. Same with this one. On your gloves, you want a damage, and then on your boots, you want movement speed. You want Scourge size, touch of death, duration, stinger size. Those are the three, and then you can go with Scourge size or any of the others. It doesn't really matter which one. Try to get at least one of them, and then try to just roll one of the others again later. Now here you can do movement speed or attack speed. I don't know if even attack speed is on there anymore, but I have it as centipede damage in here. However, you can go strictly for damage. You don't have to worry about if it says centipede damage. Now, on the rings, you want attack speed, damage over time, resistance to all elements, max life or armor. You want damage, and you absolutely want Devourer cooldown. For your amulet, you want to try to get attack speed, cooldown reduction, or movement speed, at least something on there like that. These are just what would be kind of the perfect roll, in my opinion. On your weapon, you want damage or damage over time. As far as like this goes, dexterity, or you don't, I would say vigor on kill doesn't matter. Damage over time and damage are going to be the best two, and don't worry about the vigor over time. I'll change that out later. But then I've got damage again, and then chance for stinger to hit again. It could be anything, one of those that's got that centipede augment thing, basically. So that's how I got that set up. The Paragon, just to show you, I go from the starting board, I put Fester. That means to rot. You put the starting board, and then you're going to go up to Revealing, and it uses Bane, and just trying to show you the orientation of it. And then what I do is I go directly over to the Legendary node. I grab the blue and the yellow along the way, and then I'm going to go up here and hit this. And I'm not going to worry about a lot of this stuff until later. I'm going to get this opened up. When I hit that, I'm going to come back over and go to this board. Same thing, I want to come over here and hit the legendary node. Go ahead and hit this. Now you're going to be doing this while you are looking for glyphs. So go on and open these up so you can pop the glyphs into them when you get the glyphs that you're looking for. From there, come back over here, go up and up through here. Go on and open that up and bring it on up here and grab that. Don't worry about this other stuff right now if you don't want to. And then come back over here and go up here. You want to go on and grab this. And I don't know where the legendary is on this one. I don't see it looking at it, but this one is, see, it goes into revealing second, drive with exploit third, and then convergence with consumption as the fourth one, and the fifth and final one coming up from the bottom is spiny skin with revenge. And yeah, the I don't go for the legendary node in this one. The rest of them I go for the legendary node. This one I just want to come up here and get this and get the extra stuff, the different, like the damage and the armor and resistance and stuff like that. So now if you really want to use thorns, extra thorns, you can do that, but you don't have to do that. So I really just recommend doing it this way. And once you have got into this board here and just got these two legendary nodes open and start putting all of your nodes around in these extra spaces with the blues and yellows, and then you start going up here legendaries, or well, there's legendaries and then rares and magic. So blue is magic and rare is yellow. So blues and yellows are important, but then you've got, say you've got like the extra pieces here and there. You don't need to do those if you don't want to until last. And just try to get your boards open and get them put in there. I'm going to go ahead and pause this and pull the game up and show you how it works. Before I do that, though, mercenaries, I want to show you I have Subo as my main, and I go into Wire Trap, down into Ready at Hand. Ready at Hand, and I go down to, now either one of these is good. I like Cover Fire for a different build. It slows my enemies, but this is going to explode for 300 physical damage and knock down the enemies for 1.5 seconds. So I went with trip mines and then with loaded munitions for that because it's going to inflict vulnerable as well. For my reinforcement, we have Variana, and I have her doing the whirlwind because it adds bleeding and that's damage over time. And then skill cast is just whenever I cast a skill and she's ready to come out and whoop something. So that seems to work really good for me. So anyway, let's jump into it. All right, so I'm going to do a pit 20 just to show how this works. Now, this will unlock Torment 1 if you haven't done it. I am not going to put on any kind of potion so you can see how it does. My rune, and I don't even have the full build the way that I have it wrote down in the guide, but the one I have currently is that you gain 2.5% critical strike for 5 seconds up to 25%. It procs enough. I don't have a good rune that I have found with this character yet to get that to continually go up. But I'm only Paragon 112, and this absolutely, just do Helltides with this from Paragon 1, and you will 100% just start decimating stuff, you can just basically walk around. And the idea is to hit Scourge, walk around. You do want to have Touch of Death. You're going to throw out some toxic skin if you don't have the ability to get this back up right that second. So what you want to do is go through and also pop out the Devourer anytime you have a large crowd, just to get him out and help get through them really quick. So let's just jump into it and run through one of these and just show you how it works. So this, by the way, when this is loading, it freezes up a lot. So it might look like I'm sitting still for a second, but the thing about this build is it's pure poison with that gorilla on the first spirit thing, and that gives you the survivability with it. I've not run into much that it can't handle, so I just pop everything to start with. And I see that there's these things here. I'm going to grab them. And just, it will be completely just easy as pie to get these aspects and everything. Most of them, I think, just come from dungeons. That guy might need another hit. While you're leveling up, get used to doing a combo of 1-2 basic and then hit, 1-2-3 basic and then hit, and it's really easy to do. 1-2 and then stinger, basically. So rhythm fist or whatever it's called. And let's just go on and pop that back on. And as you can see, I just run through them. I don't even have to. They're all dead already. Just, I don't have to do anything at that point. They will die, so. Grab the shrine. I shouldn't have, but just, it's not going to do anything but put stinger on. I want to just find as many enemies as I can. And it's extremely easy to do. I've been building this for a few weeks now, working on refining it. The leveling was the hard part, figuring out what to do, but once you get menacing and you put that on, everything is good at that point. Now you can do plenty of variations with the different uniques and stuff. There's 2 that I have on there, but you know, do whatever is a fun play style to you. I'm basically just running around doing nothing, though. Just pop him every now and then, and there we go. Now, I won't be able to show you how he does, but for a torment boss, that was fairly easy. So don't forget, when you're in here, go ahead and do as many of these as you can. I'm gonna level up Bane right quick, because that's one I have. But it's very easy to run, and besides that, like I said, I have 2 other versions of it, and I don't know if they work better or worse. I think they might be on par with it, but if you're just trying to gear up and level and stuff, your Paragon, you're trying to get your glyphs leveled, this build is easy. I haven't pushed it to Torment 2 to see how it works or anything. I'm still in the stage of finding ancestral gear for it, but it works great. So just follow the written guide, and there you go. One thing I will say, masterworking, you don't need to worry about masterworking at all. Follow the written guide on tempers, and then don't worry about masterworking at all until you have got your ancestral gear. And once you get that ancestral gear, there you go. You just you masterwork that, and there you go. You got you a build that you can just run through with. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time.